Okay, hello everybody. First of all, congratulations to all these projects that has been presented. I have enjoyed a lot seeing all of them. I can see a lot of talent in everybody and also a lot of energy, no? So congratulations, and also congratulations to the Ironhack organization, because it looks like this has been a lot of productive days, and also that you enjoy a lot, no? So looks very fun. Also, thanks for inviting me. It's quite a challenge to come here and try to say something interesting to all these talented people, no? But well, I had the luck of being part of a, I think, interesting project like Social Point. So I think I can tell you something that maybe can be useful for your future. Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Marc, I'm CTO on Social Point. Like all of you, I'm a developer, or I started being a developer. I started computer science here in Barcelona. Then I joined an engineering company, which was CTO. In this company was where I learned the difference between studying in a university and working in a company. No? I think for you, you will not feel this difference because what you do has been a real project during a lot of time, and I know how hard it is thinking a project, doing it, and closing it. So yeah, after working at this company, I had the opportunity of joining the Social Point founders. This was like 4 years ago. This was like quite a risk because I was having a good job with a good salary, and I changed this for working in a company for free. No? The company was just started, was making no money, so we had to work for free until we made money. No? So every year things went well, we started growing, and this year we expect to make $100 million of revenues. So I think I made a good choice, or I had luck at least. So what is Social Point? Social Point is a social gaming company. We do games now for mobile, but we started doing it for Facebook. Yeah, so Social Point, social gaming company. We're in Barcelona. We are 220 people, and right now we have 2 hits in mobile. 2 hits, I mean 2 games that are in the top 50 top grossing ranking applications worldwide. And I would define the Social Point as a young, transparent, agile, flexible. I can no longer say a startup because people complain when I say we're a startup. But I would say we have a startup feeling, no? We are like quite a big family, we are transparent, we try to, everybody knows everybody else. So what I wanted to show you, to explain you, what I wanted to explain to you is a bit the different phases where Social Point went through, and what we have learned in every phase, no? What we have learned, what mistakes we did. So the company started with a game that was Public Stars. This game was based in an idea that I thought, well, the founders thought would be very good, which was the people played while seeing advertisements, seeing videos. No? So we had to deal with big brands like IKEA, Coca-Cola, to make them pay us. So we show their videos to the users. The game worked good for the users. We had a lot of traffic, but it was very difficult to combine the brandings, the brands. So the project failed. Failing itself is not a problem. I mean, companies fail, and you must learn from these failures and get up, no? But the problem here was that it took us 2 years to realize that we had failed. So I think we did 2 main mistakes. The first was to start with a very big project, very complex project. And the second one was that even if the project had worked, it was very difficult to scale. It had a lot of manual processes. We had to have a lot of salespeople to talk with the brands. So I think it's always good to have a project that scales by itself. So after 2 years, we did the first strategic change. This change was stop doing this big game and I start doing much more simple games. These games are casual games, and basically are games where you play a mini game, you do a score, and this score goes to a ranking. For example, in this game, you just must kick a dog as far as possible. No? Very silly, but people enjoy with these things. So these games were very quick to develop. We did like 25 games in a year. And when you do 25 projects, one of them must work. No? So this is the key. If you do small things and you do a lot, there are a lot of chances of being successful. These games were advertising based, so they had banners, typical advertising networks. And they allowed us to be profitable for the first time. So the learning is try a lot and you will succeed. No? Don't start with something very complex, with a very crazy idea, but something very, very simple and very specific. And also we learned that internet applications can scale very fast. We reached 7,100 million DAUs in 6 months. But we had to do another strategy change, and then I will tell you why later. Advertisement was no longer profitable for Facebook. I mean, Facebook did changes in its viral channels, and it was very difficult to grow. And advertisement gives you money, but not a lot, no? So we decided to switch to free-to-play games. Free-to-play games are games like, as the name says, playing is free, but they have some options in the game that you can pay for. So you don't depend on advertising anymore, and they have much higher average revenue per user. So here the learning was you need to adapt to the market changes very fast. The market will change. The company that you will create, the first idea that you have can change a lot during the years. No? So you need to adapt fast and to foresee the changes. No? And also it was the first time that we introduced analytics in our games. It's very important in games, and I think also in any kind of web application, to know what's happening and to track everything. In the casual games, some of them worked and some of them didn't work, but we didn't know why. So try to have good analytics and track everything. Then another important point of our company was the first investment round. This happened in 2011, and it was by Nauta Capital. Basically, we realized that, well, we learned more things also here. One is that growing usually needs marketing. Unless you have a lot of luck or you have a very viral application, the application will not grow by itself. So you need money to invest in marketing, and users are really expensive. And these costs goes up every day. No? And you need to know when you need money. And if you need money, you need to get it, because if not, you will die. In fact, if we didn't reach this Nauta investment, probably we will not be here today. So more changes. Like 2 years ago, Facebook users start to go down. Facebook users, I mean Facebook users using Facebook from a computer, and at the same time, mobile devices and tablets were growing. No? So again, as Facebook was going down, our game started losing users, and we had to be very quick to create our mobile application of the game, launch it, and continue living. No new learnings here, but it's the same. Adapt fast and be with the market. So some advices, summarizing everything. First is start with something very simple and very fast. Second is iterate and transform until you reach what the right product. No? So what the user wants, what the user needs, what the user wants to pay for. You don't know it. And probably if you ask the user what he needs, he will tell something that it's not true. So you need to try it and test it and find it out. Also have a clear business model from the beginning. In a company, you need money. You need to make money. It's not enough on having users, unless we are Twitter, no? But probably here in Spain, it's better to make money. Also, be ready for failure. It's for sure that you will fail, but you need to recover fast and try new things. And finally, you must know that you will work a lot, but the most different thing is that your brain will be 24 hours, 7 days a week thinking on your company. I'm in the shower and I'm thinking on the dragons. So you cannot avoid it. So let's talk a bit about technology, because you are developers and you like technology. Some advice is also for startups. In startups, I would repeat, you need to go fast, you need to find the success. So focus on technologies that allows you to go faster. I saw your projects and you use Heroku, for example. It's a very good example of having something running very quick. Don't get obsessed with quality. This is a bit problematic, maybe, this sentence. But I like quality, I like testing, I like test-driven development. But in a startup or in a project that you don't even know if it will work, try to find the balance, no, between quality and speed. Reuse as much as possible, AWS, Google App Engine, Heroku, like you did. Don't worry about depending on other companies. There's people that don't like having their servers in Amazon, relying on Google. You don't care. You care about making money. When you make money, and maybe when you are as big as Google, maybe then you would want to have everything in your house, no? But I can tell you that if Amazon disappears, Social Point will disappear, so don't worry. And also think on scalability from the beginning, but also don't get obsessed. I mean, if your project fails and you run out of time and you close your company, you will hate having invested a lot of time on scalability, on testing, on everything. Focus on the product and having something fast. I wanted also to talk about developers. I had the opportunity of knowing a lot of them in Social Point, and I can give you some advices. A good developer, well, some advices. Focus on the foundation, okay? The foundation for me is things that will never change. Object-oriented programming, problem solving, architecture. Don't focus by specific technologies because these technologies will change a lot. And also there is not, the perfect technology just does not exist. In Social Point, we use like 5 different kinds of databases. There's not a perfect database for everyone, for everything. And learn to get things done. This is very difficult. You can iterate a lot on your project, and it will never be perfect. You must know when you must say, here I close and here I deliver the product. Well, this is an image about over-architecturing, no? This is a good bike, this is not a good bike. What's like being a developer in a company? It's the same, but in a company there are 2 differences. First, you work to meet company goals, so your responsibility is not to code, it's to get things done with a standard quality, obviously. And second, you work in a team. And working in a team is difficult. And as the team gets bigger, it's more difficult. The main problem in companies is communication, and I will repeat this sometimes in this presentation. So communicate a lot and communicate with precision. Also be positive and constructive. In a company, problems appear, but try always to be positive because only one negative person in a team can make things very, very difficult, no? Teamwork with everyone. Usually when there are a lot of teams in a company, you behave a lot very good with your team, but sometimes there are conflicts between teams. Your team is not a company. Everybody works for the same objective. And finally, learn to estimate. This is very difficult, but in a company, things go better if the people knows when things will be done. How to grow a company? I think the number 1 is the most important, is hire the best people. If you have good people or people that fit your needs below you, things are very easy. If you have somebody that you cannot trust him or that you don't work well with him, it's difficult. So hire the best people, and if it's possible, hire people better than you, because they will be able to solve problems that you cannot. Also grow on every individual. People join your company, but if you help him to improve, it will be very good for him and for the company. But sometimes it's impossible. Sometimes there's somebody that just doesn't fit in the company. It's not something bad. So you must learn when it's the point and learn to dismiss. And this doesn't have to be a horrible thing. It's just these people in this company does not fit. There's no more problem than that. Focus on delegating. When you have people below you, you must focus on everyone having work, no? If you are busy and there's somebody on your team that is not busy, this means that you are not delegating enough. And finally, learn to manage people. This is very difficult. This is a joke I imagine. Imagine that computers were humans, no? Because you are developers, you work with computers, and computers are perfect. So imagine you write a script, so imagine the computer is a human, you type the enter key, and the computer says, this is not my responsibility, or why should I do this, no? Or it says, now I'm doing another thing, now I will not do this. It will be very, very difficult to develop with this kind of computers, no? Or it says okay, but then he forgets. Or it says okay, and then he does a different thing. Or it says okay, and he does it. This is very strange. So, obviously I know that computers are not humans. The main difference is that computers receive orders, and humans do not work with orders. Humans need goals, they need motivation, they need to have fun, they need challenges, they need progression, appreciation. So as a manager, you want to meet all these things for all your people, and you will have a motivated team, productive team, and long-term team. And remember, communication always. And finally, I want to tell you good news. You did a very good choice learning to code, and just 2 reasons. No? First is everything is being replaced by machines, by computers, by applications. So you want to be the guy that can code these machines. You don't want to be the guy that gets replaced by machines. No? And second, you can make a lot of money. Internet applications can scale very fast and can be very profitable. And the craziest example, I think, is WhatsApp. This is not our game, but I hope never your girlfriend gets replaced by an application. That's all. Thank you.
So, good time to ask for questions. Congratulations, first of all, for the talk. I mean, it was amazing, so congratulations for the time, and thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Questions here, our students. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Ricard, I saw in your face. No, yeah? First, then Elena.
What technologies are you using to develop the apps?
We use a lot of technologies. We have, summarizing a lot, our backend is mainly PHP with the Symfony 2 framework. We use also Python in some places. We use Erlang also, a language that is very good for parallel things. And in the client side, we have native C++ applications for 2D, and now we are doing also 3D games in Unity.
You said that we should not worry about quality, that we should just do the things fast and make them work. But I mean, I think that quality is important. So I don't know, which methodologies do you use to make your products fast or that kind of things?
I think quality is important, obviously. For example, a good practice is try to identify your core parts that will never change. And these parts must be very good and must be very covered with testing and everything. But I have seen a lot of times, for example, we have closed full games that has been developed during half a year. And then you think, oh, I have been doing a very complex architecture, over-engineering, thinking a lot in expansion, and now this is not used at all. No? So this is what I wanted to say. Quality, but don't get obsessed. No? Try to find a balance.
Hi, Marc. Congratulations for the presentation. It was brutal. My question is not about coding. It's about how long did it take since you began until you get the first euro from revenues?
I joined the company 2 years after it was founded, or 1 year and a half after. I think the first money came quick, like after 1 year. No? Public stars made money, but it was not profitable. So yeah, like 1 year.
You said in your presentation, hire the best. Hire the best developers, hire people better than you. What is your budget to pay? What is your budget? What's your salary you would be able to pay for a really good developer?
We can do an interview and I will tell you. No, I can tell that I think we pay a bit over the average of the Barcelona salaries. We don't pay, but.
Okay, hi Marc, this is Pedro. And you said you were working in another company. I mean, I suppose you get a good salary. Why did you make the decision to quit the job and join Social Point at the point you didn't get money?
Yeah, well, I feel I am an entrepreneur, although I didn't found a company. No? And yeah, I had the opportunity and I took it. I mean, since the first day after getting my computer science title, I want to create a company, but you cannot just go quick, look for an idea and create it. Sometimes it just came. No? So it was not my foundation, my founding, but I thought it was a project with a lot of opportunity and I took it.
Hi, Mark, and thank you for your insights into moving from a startup to a real company. And I tried to picture how it was at the very beginning, when how many developers were at the moment, and how did you manage to manage with with con tan poca gente, everything, the servers, the coding, the art for the games, and so. And then after you raise the money, how the technical team felt about the most part of that money were going to marketing stuff and so.
First question: how do we deal with so little people? No? Well, I think the smallest team we were just three developers. That was me and my two partners, and one artist. So the 3 developers did everything related on technical and also everything not technical. No? So I don't know, company-related things and that. And it's fun, you know, when you are only 4 people, it's everything very easy. You go fast. You don't need to be all the day meeting and communicating. I don't know. You just focus on what's important, and obviously you cannot do as much as if you are a very big team. And how the people felt about the money going to marketing. Yeah. Well, obviously, we also did this. No? I mean, when we got the money, I think we were 50 people, and the next year we were like 140 people. So we grew the team, but marketing was. Sorry?
I thought that you were
no.
a smaller team when you did the money.
We were like 50 people. Yeah.
Great. So we're Marc again. Thank you so much. Thank you to the team Social Point to letting be you here. And to finish, so now we have time to have some networking here. Ask two questions. Sorry for the people on streaming. It's impossible for now. But look a lot in our website. We have the newsletter, so you should subscribe there. We have a lot of open house where you can ask us questions on Hangout, and all the things about us. So thank you so much as well to all the team of Ironhack. I mean, we are more people working in Madrid, some of them in Miami, and thank you so much to all the team that made that possible from the beginning. Thank you so much to the people of Agora News, our media sponsors that made possible that streaming. To the mob, and for sure to all of you to being here, and finally to our guys now, because that's possible thanks to you. And see you in 15 days. We start our next bootcamp, and see you in probably 10 weeks more in the next hack show. So thank you so much.